Ah, here's our mate now.
Well met, friend. Dulef tells me you handled yourself well at Windrak Fort. Now, what news of the other two locations? Laurel seemed troubled when she returned, but she went to find Archdruid Reval before I could speak to her. A good thing I sent you to Tuin, then. The Eldertide rarely need or want our help, but I'm glad we could provide it. Still, why would the Dreadsails take prisoners to the Cove? When Sea Elves take captives, they usually sail off and demand ransom. The Dreadsails are working with a druid of the Firesong Circle? The Firesong usually have nothing to do with outsiders, let alone Sea Elf pirates. And now I understand why Laurel seemed so worried, and why the Dreyfa has been summoned. What madness! A war among the circles is the last thing Galen needs right now. I've been invited to observe the Dreyfa. I'd like you to tag along. Find Laurel in the Vine District here in the city. If she agrees, you can join us. The Vine District lies on the east side of the city near the harbor. It's a small druid conclave. I'll join you there shortly. I need to confer with my father and send scouts to search for Sea Lord Nalos while we attend the Dreyfa. I may be the son of Count Mornard, but I studied for years with the Stonelore Circle. I hold druid beliefs in high regard. In fact, I share many of them, which is unusual for those not dedicated to their ranks. In return, the druids trust me. Like most nobles, my father pays little attention to the druids. When he must speak with the circles, he summons emissaries to Vestir. The Dreyfa is a meeting of druid leaders. Outsiders are rarely permitted, but they consider me almost a druid. The Eldertide Circle has no love of outsiders. If they had their way, we'd get back into our ships and return to High Rock. The Circle here on Galen is more forgiving than the Eldertide on High Isle, but they still don't fully trust us. Yes, I'm aware. Probably has more to do with how developed High Isle has become as compared to Galen. Here, we mainly stick to our corner of the island and give the druids free reign over the rest of it. The Stonelore are content to live alongside people who don't share their beliefs. They hope to set an example for others to follow, but they make no demands. As for the Firesong, they're reclusive. They usually stick to their isle and ignore us. My father's knights protect the city, and the harbor is well fortified. Besides, I think you chased away the Dreadsails for now. Our scouts report they're nowhere to be seen. But if you're concerned for my safety, don't be. I can fend for myself.
I doubt you'll learn much watching druid elders argue among themselves. But if Stefan thinks it's important, then I suppose you should go.
Count Leonard set his son a challenging task by placing Galen's defenses in his hands. Still, bringing you into his confidence shows a remarkable amount of insight for someone of his age and experience.
I'm still not sure why they called me here. I have patients who need my attention.
Your people are in as much danger as everyone else, Galfin. Sea Elves make no distinctions when it comes to staging raids.
I didn't say we weren't Dame Fada. But the Stonelore can fend for themselves. We always have.
I'm simply suggesting that you bring your people in play. Oh, hello again. What brings you to the Vine District? I hoped to see you again, my friend. But I need to prepare for the Dreyfa. The Elders really must deal with the strife that has come between the circles. You know, that's not a bad idea. Few outsiders are permitted to attend the council meetings, but you can attest to what we saw at Tuin. The Firesong Circle is willing to use force to gather the 3 sacred seeds. and that's just wrong. The last Druid King gave one seed to each circle long ago. He also gave us a prophecy, the Dream of Kasserine. Some Druids consider it a warning, but Archdruid Orlaith and others believe it's a call to action. Meet me at the Telling Stone, the landmark near the center of the island. It would be easier to simply show you the prophecy, and it's close to Dreyfadel. Besides, Free might be there. They will want to see you again.
Darkness stirs. Roots tremble. Druids gather. I am the nourisher. The sower. Needed?
I don't think that's wise, Free. I don't trust the Firesong.
Firesong. Pulsing, ripping, torn free from the ground. Blood in leaves. A memory.
A nature spirit. I saw a lot of amazing things during my time with the Stone Lord, but nothing like this. Druid Laurel explained it to me, but I can't say I completely understand. You should talk to her, and to Free too, if you like.
You. There when blood soaked the leaves. When eyes opened and roots awoke. Defender. You feel it. Yes? Unrest in the soil. Wrongness. A song of hate blows through the branches. Harm drips like sap. It soaks the ground. Awaken to fire. Tremors. Volcano. Deadwood. Blood in the shadows. I am troubled. Rock. Root. Leaf. Brook. All dreams of the green. My kin. Spirits given form. We are. Purpose. Meaning. Now, a new purpose grows. Unwelcome change. King Kasserine called me from the green. A choice to be made. A moment. Waiting. Needed. My purpose is to be. Wait. Listen. Roots must find water before they drink.
Welcome to the Telling Stone, my friend. These runes tell the prophecy we call the Dream of Kasserine. Almost nothing survives from the time of the Druid King, but we have this, and now Free as well. You saw what Archdruid Michiel did to the Weirds. Druids who are ready to hurt others like that shouldn't get what they want. So I've been keeping Free safe, and helping them learn about people. They grow more every day. It's incredible. I probably know more about the Druid King than any other Druid alive, but so much remains a mystery. The Dream of Kasserine describes a mountain shaking and a sower awakening. I think it's talking about Mount Firesong and Free. So much has been lost, so I can only guess. Maybe Archdruid Orlaith believes the seeds must be united to make the prophecy come true? Until they end their violent ways, though, I plan to keep Free a secret. Let's go see what happens at the Dreyfa. The Dreyfa will begin soon. 3 Archdruids from each circle meet in a dell within the hills across the valley just to the south of here. We should make our way there. I don't want to miss anything. Someday a new Druid King will appear to take the Ivy Throne. Kasserine led our withdrawal from the mainland, but he also saw a day when Druids would once again take their place in Tamriel, for good or ill. The dream is a promise and a warning. Some Druids believe we're destined to bring a green renewal to Tamriel, to teach everyone to live in harmony with nature. Others fear a green scourge, when nature runs amok, and the tyranny of Druids takes hold. I think the dream is a metaphor. Kasserine was reminding us of where we came from. The day he describes will never come, but we should lead our lives as if it's close at hand. Make the right choices. Do the right things. That's how I see it. Hard to say. So much is open to interpretation. I think it warns of a usurper who claims the kingship by force and treachery. It may be related to the end of Kasserine's rule. I found one reference to an all-weather death cult active at that time. Kasserine was the last of the Druid kings. In an age long past, he led our people from High Rock to Galen. They hoped to find a land where Druids could live in peace and follow Ifre's teachings as they understood them. He chose no successor before he died. Instead, Kasserine recognized the 3 circles and told them to govern themselves, together, in peace. And so the Dreyfa, the Council of Druids, came into existence. The Dreyfa has guided us ever since.
Druid Laurel is wise. Turns toward the sun. I am the keeper, the nourisher, the sower. I will wait. A bloom closed against the frost.
The Dreyfa awaits. Come, friend. Let's see what the Firesong Circle has to say for itself.
The day is upon us. The Dreyfa must crown a new Druid King.
Perhaps, but you have no right to claim the sacred seeds by force.
You hide your seeds and keep the sower of Kasserine's dream for yourself. You declare this war, not the Firesong.
No Druid King can be crowned until the circles are united. The telling stone is quite clear.
This Dreyfa is a sham. If I must burn away the old to reveal the new, so be it!
Orlaith killed most of the Dreyfa. She's getting away!
Laurel, wait! Damn. I'll go after her. Friend, protect the remaining Archdruids.
Teach these sea snakes a lesson, mate! I'll keep Raval and Elix safe!
Thank you, Mainlander. Now, go help Laurel and Stefan.
Go on! I'll keep watch here. I knew there were some rats in the Firesong circle, but I never imagined treachery like this. Good thing you were here. Go make sure Laurel and Stefan don't bite off more than they can chew. I'll protect these two.
What perfidy is this? Orlaith dares to attack the Drafer? That path traitor. Bah! I do not need your help, stranger. Go assist Raval's foolish students before they get themselves killed.
This is a sacred place. What madness grips the Firesong? I am unharmed, stranger. Please go after Laurel. In her anger, she pursued Orlaith farther into the dell, and Stefan ran after her.
Mainlanders should not meddle in Druid affairs. Deal with them, Brenner. You defeated my champion? No matter. Tell Count Mornard to stay out of this, or his son's life is forfeit.
The Elder Tide will make Orlaith answer for this outrage.
She has young Stefan. We must tread carefully, yet, thanks to this Mainlander, we still live.
We must inform Count Mornard. I won't tell Archdruids what to do, but you're welcome in Vestir.
I have given Archdruid Orlaith too much ground in an effort to keep the peace between our circles. No longer. The treachery of this day sunders all bonds. She will pay for this.
I never imagined the Firesong Druids would join up with murderous scum like the Dreadsails against their own kind. And they pulled House Mornard into it too. We should head back to Vestir. Someone needs to tell Count Mornard about his son.
Archdruid Orlaith never planned to discuss peace this day. She let the Drafer gather so that she could eliminate us with one swift blow. Treachery indeed. War has come to Galen, whether we wanted it or not.
Orlaith was going to take me, but Stefan intervened. He put himself in danger to save me and protect my circle. We need to tell Count Mornard what happened, and then we have to help Stefan. Archdruid Orlaith never intended the Drafa to judge her actions. Root and rot. She only agreed to come so she could have the Dreadsails kill the Archdruids. She meant to leave the Stone Lore and the Eldertide crippled and without their leaders. So I see. Thank you. That was more good than I could do. I chased after Orlaith and ran directly into her hands. Worse yet, I brought Stefan right to her. Now the Firesong Circle has a hostage. I don't know, but Count Mornard will be furious. Archdruid Orlaith might demand the sacred seeds in exchange for Stefan. Or she could make House Mornard stand down until her allies collect the seeds for her. This is bad.
Don't you try to take me back inside. Rather stretch out here on the grass than get tossed into some druid cave again.
I'm not looking.
I do try to practice my meditation.
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day.
I can't believe the Firesong betrayed us.
Anytime they tell me to
Attacking
sleep
the
out here,
Drafa.
there's important
How will that bring the
discussions
circles
going on
together?
inside.
The Firesong will
Suppose I'm
answer.
not-
And now my son is in their clutches? We should have left these foolish druids to their squabbles.
Ignoring someone doesn't mean they'll ignore you. We need the Elder Tide and the Stone Lord to meet this threat and save your son. I told Count Marnard about the attack at the Drafa. I'm not sure he entirely believes me. The Firesong allying with sea elves against other druids? It's unheard of. Better tell him what you saw, mate.
Dulef tells me you played no small part in repelling the dread sails and foiling an attack on the Druid Council, mercenary. Has the Firesong Circle truly made an alliance with the hated sea elves? All this trouble over druidic nonsense? And it led to the deaths of 4 archdruids? Unbelievable! But I wouldn't expect sea elf pirates to bother with an alliance that doesn't pay in plunder. What does Sea Lord Nalos get out of all this? Typical. A druid who doesn't believe in property generously giving away something that doesn't belong to her. When last I looked, I ruled Galen. Did Archdruid Orlaith say what she wants from me as a price for keeping my son alive? I had no interest in druid quarrels until she threatened my son. Bah! Stefan warned me something dangerous was afoot. I should have listened. Here, House Mornard always pays its debts. There's more to come if you continue to aid us, mercenary. I refuse to let Galen's enemies dictate my actions. Yet I dare not move directly against the Firesong Circle or their Dreadsail's friends, as long as they're holding Stefan hostage. What say you, mercenary? Ready to earn some more House Mornard gold? I don't trust Archdruid Orlaith to spare my son, even if she gets everything she wants. I will instruct my knights to stand down. Let her think I am paralyzed by this threat. Meanwhile, we secretly work to save Stefan from the Firesong. While Archdruid Orlaith sees my knights doing what she demanded, nothing. I want you to find Stefan and set him free. Dulef says the Stone Law and Elder Tide Archdruids are here in the city. Get them to tell you where Stefan is being held. I'm counting on you, mercenary. Save my son, and you can name your price. Dulef says Revol and Elec are by the bridge east of Vastir. Talk to them. They know parts of Galen no one else has even seen. They must have an idea where to find Stefan. While the Firesong call Ifilon home, I suspect Orlaith will keep him close until she acquires the seeds from the other druid circles. He could be on a Dreadsail ship, but I doubt the Firesong would trust their allies with such precious cargo. Respect? Perhaps not. But I left them mostly alone to practice their ancient religion. My biggest problem with them, before the current crisis, was their insistence to hold on to the past. Bretons need to embrace modern ways if we're going to thrive. Yes, but we used to control so much more. My father was the Duke of the Sisters. When he supported King Rancer in his war against the High King, Emmerich took the ducal title and awarded it to House Dufort. An unjust and harsh penalty, in my opinion. A hard question, but a fair one. My house has always found it wiser to let the Druids take care of their own affairs. Most of them dislike us as it is. Imagine their resentment if Mornards took sides in all their petty disputes. I blame his mother. Visel took an interest in Druid teachings when she came to Galen. She shared that interest with our son. When Visel died, well, I could not forbid something Stefan had shared with his mother.
Count Mornard is slyer than I thought. The best way to disarm an enemy is to show them what they expect to see. Go talk to Raval and Elec. I saw them by the bridge east of the city. And good luck, mate. Wishing I was with you, most likely. I've got no head for strategy or court politics. But with Sir Stefan missing, Count Mornard's going to need my help with Vestier's defenses. My place is here in the castle, like it or not.
I bide my time until I find the far shores by chronicling what I witness here.
No, Laurel. Archdruid Orlaith demanded the nature spirit too. You must find Free and keep them safe.
But Stefan is in danger. I have to... What's that?
Mount Firesong stirs. Archdruid Orlaith and her circle ignore their duties.
Archdruid Raval is right. I must protect Free. But this is all my fault. If I hadn't rushed ahead to confront Orlaith, Stefan wouldn't have been captured. I couldn't bear it if Stefan comes to harm because of me. You could say that. We studied together under Archdruid Raval when we were both young. He remains a dear friend. You see through me. There was a time when we were more than friends. Those feelings never truly leave you. But Stefan is the son of Count Mornard. There could never be anything more than daydreams for us. I have no family to speak of. To a great house, I'm little better than a vagabond. Poor, and common as nobles measure such things. Stefan's father would never allow us to marry, so I broke it off. A kindness for both of us in the end. Because Archdruid Orlaith demanded the nature spirit along with the sacred seeds, she thinks Free is mentioned in the prophecy, the dream of Kasserine, that Free is the sower. I don't think they could hurt Free, but we don't want them taken either. I'm not sure what I think. I know Free has no desire to wield power and wouldn't harm a flesh fly. Free doesn't understand such impulses. They're not a child or a fool, but they are naive to the ways of the mortal world, and could be easily misled.
Laurel blames herself for Stefan's capture. He is dear to her, and to me. I tutored them both when they were young. Thank you again for defending us at the Drafer. I just wish we'd been able to save all the Archdruids and not just Elec and I. An intriguing question. Unfortunately, as far as I know, the Firesong don't have any strongholds on Galen. Unless... perhaps they've occupied one of the ancient druidic sites. Maybe Archdruid Elec of the Eldertide can tell you more. Thanks to you and Dulef, I wasn't harmed. My fellow Archdruids weren't so fortunate. Still, we moved our sacred seed to a new location, known only to a few of the Stonelore, and I'm sending Laurel to keep Free safe. I pray it's enough. Archdruid Orlaith believes in a literal interpretation of the dream of Kasserine. She sees the signs of the season as proof that the prophecy is upon us. That's why she seeks to gather all 3 sacred seeds, and why she wants Free. Mount Firesong has certainly grown more active recently, but Free only awakened due to the actions of the Firesong. Can one force a prophecy to come to pass? Still, I have a terrible feeling that Orlaith knows something we don't. That concerns me. Mount Firesong rises above Iphelon, but its roots extend throughout the archipelago. It gives the islands their hot springs and steam vents, and usually these are curiosities, not particularly dangerous, but this recent activity is concerning. The island is sacred to all druids, but yes, the Firesong call it home. The Circle's ancient duty is to calm the spirit of the volcano when it grows restless, yet the mountain grows angrier. I wonder if the Firesong can contain it. Or want to. The volcano is erupting already. Lava vents long dormant on Galen and High Isle now flow with molten magma. The last time the volcano erupted, it caused terrible damage to the islands. Thousands of lives were lost. I pray it doesn't reach that level.
First Twin, then Drafer Dell. My circle takes pride in protecting what we love. War has come to Galen, but we have few warriors left to fight it. How could Archdruid Orlaith side with those pirates against her own people? Are you suggesting that the Eldertide have anything to do with the treachery of the Firesong, outsider? One of our druids was captured in the attack on Tuin. I've had scouts searching all over for her, and they tracked the dread sails to Castle Tournaire. It's a ruined keep on Galen's northwest shore. The keep is built over an old Eldertide village. A cave at the foot of the bluffs leads to the castle's dungeons. I think they're holding Druid Nerea there, as well as Sir Stefan. And I had Nerea hide our seed there before the place was seized. I am trusting you, outsider. Rescue Druid Nerea and keep the sacred seed away from Archdruid Orlaith. Accomplish this, and the Eldertide Circle will not forget it. Remember, Castle Tournaire on the northwest coast. I do not know. I did not have a chance to speak with her after she returned from Castle Tournaire. And then our village was attacked. I know Nerea, though. She did as I asked. I am sure of it. The sacred seed. It's the relic they seek. I know how you helped the druids at our village. Nerea will resist, but Sea Lord Nalos will break her eventually. I would join you, Mainlander, but my injuries will only slow you down. Ages ago, a Breton coin baron decided he liked the spot. He built his keep on top of an ancient Elder-Tide village. My folk lacked the strength to stop him, but we never forgot the insult. A few seasons later, an Elder-Tide druid found the cave passage I told you about. He killed the coin baron in his bedchamber. The same thing happened to the next lord who claimed the castle. The place was eventually abandoned, and it fell into ruin.
I wish I could go with you, but Archdruid Raval is right. The Firesong druids must be scouring Galen for free. The spirit trusts me. I have to keep Free safe. Please, friend, save Stefan.
We meet again, mercenary. I expected as much. If you're about to walk up and bang on the front gate, let me stop you right here. The ruins are full of dread sails. You'll never get in that way. Sea Lord Nalos seems to be mustering his forces for something big. Sea Lord Nalos locked up 3 of my crew. I'm going to free them and kill the bastard. Unfortunately, the dread sails are here in greater numbers than I anticipated, which makes me wonder how you plan to rescue the lordling they have in there. I saw Nalos and some Firesong druids arrive with a captive noble in Mornard colors. The druids left shortly after, but their prisoner stayed behind. Now you're here. Not hard to put wind and wave together. So what's your plan? A foolhardy rescue attempt? Perfect. Just the diversion I need. That should give me the chance to find my crewmates and confront Sea Lord Nalos. Take your secret path. I'll find another way in. We'll hit them from 2 directions. If you're heading for the dungeons, I'll scale the walls while you're clattering around downstairs. Once I free my crewmates, I'll see if I can find that sea snake Nalos. You know, this might actually work. He's a traitor and a murderer. The Gilded Blades used to lead the Dreadsails fleet. We were loyal to King Orgnum and the Piandonian Armada, but Nalos was not satisfied with that. He challenged my brother Thracer for leadership. Nalos won by using a poisoned blade. Then he promised the Dreadsails vast riches if they forswore their oaths to King Orgnum and followed him into exile. A coward and a traitor. I will see him dead at my feet. I swear it. Seen? No. But I've overheard some of the sentries talking about a druid they're holding somewhere in the castle. Maybe even the same one Nalos took from Suncleft Grotto. Aha. You think that relic he's looking for might be here too? Keep your little secrets then. I don't have any interest in druids or their sacred relics. But if I find something that belongs to them, I'll be happy to turn it over. For a suitable finder's fee, of course. Many of the crews I've seen around here are new to the Dreadsails fleet. I think Sea Lord Nalos is hiring on every band of murderous scum with an itch for plunder he can find. I wonder what he's offering them. Pirates don't gather in massive fleets unless the Sea Lord plans to descend on a large, well-defended port. The only one on Galen is Vastir. It's just a question of when and how Nalos chooses to launch his attack.
The Elder Tide Druid broke, as I knew she would.
Nalos, I've come for your head.
Seravane? Ha! Uldis, you get the relic and deliver it to the Firesong. I'll deal with this pest.
Die, traitor, for King Orgnum!
Friend, over here. You're a welcome sight.
By the green, how did you find me, friend? No, I don't care. I'm just glad you're here. Your timing is excellent. I'm not sure I could endure another round of my jailer's torture. Dreadsail interrogation tactics aren't subtle. They pressed me for information about Vastir, defenses, weaknesses, those sorts of things. Sea Lord Nalos obviously has ambitions in Galen beyond the bargain he made with the Firesong Circle. Not easily. This lock has some sort of arcane reinforcement. You won't be able to pick it. We need the jailer's key. He's a fearsome brute called Goriad. His chambers are across the hall to the east. That's how he comes and goes, at least. He might, or it might be stored somewhere in his chambers. Get the key however you can, but I'll shed no tears if you dispatch Goriad. you return. And with the key, I hope. Thank you. Now let us speak without the bars between us. Oh, it feels good to be out of that cell. I heard quite a commotion earlier. Something about heads and traitors and kings. Was that your work? The sea elf that hunts others of her kind. Banner at Court told me about Suncleft Cove. An unlikely ally. I don't mean to complicate things, but there's another prisoner. An Eldertide druid named Nerea. We must rescue her as well. Of course. That explains much. See, Lord Nalos wants to get the seed for the Firesong. Obviously, we can't let him have it. Nor can we leave Nerea to the cruelty of the Dreadsails. They've been interrogating her for hours. Then we must rescue Nerea and get her to tell us how to find the seed. We need to retrieve it before Sea Lord Nalos. Come, friend. The interrogation chamber is through the door to the north. Can't leave anyone in the hands of these cutthroats. And I'd like a chance to cause a little trouble for Sea Lord Nalos before I leave. I owe him that much. Sea Lord Nalos plans to attack Vestir. I guessed as much. Come, let's press on. Time is not on our side. Can't leave anyone... Nerea, I'll cut you free. Hold on.
The seed. They're after the Eldertide seed.
Looks like Nerea's had an even tougher time of it than I have. Talk to her, friend. I'll keep watch.
You and Sir Stefan are too late. I was weak. I told the Dreadsails about my circle's most guarded secret. Leave me behind and stop them before they escape with the Eldertide relic. The Archdruid sent you? Then perhaps there's still hope. I hid the seed in an ancient Eldertide shrine below the castle. But Sea Lord Nalos forced me to tell him how to find it. If only I'd been a little stronger. There's an ancient tree in the castle's upper courtyard. The door to the shrine lies hidden within its roots. Captain Uldis heads there as we speak. Please, don't let the Sea Elves take the sacred seed. Go ahead, Mainlander. Look for the ancient tree in the upper courtyard. I just need a moment to catch my breath, and then I'll be right behind you. This old keep stands above a pristine cavern, forgotten by all but the druids of my circle. After the lords of Tenair abandoned their castle, we reclaimed our ancient shrine. It serves as a secret meeting place and refuge when the need arises. When Archdruid Orlaith demanded our seed, we decided it was no longer safe in Tuin. Alec told me to take the seed and hide it. This was the most secret place I could think of. I didn't know the Dreadsails were coming, though. Yes, there are sea elves held in the castle above. Traitors or outcasts among their own kind, I guess. I saw them once or twice when I was taken for questioning, but I didn't get a chance to speak with them. Sea Lord Nalos kept me in the dungeons. I'm sure he isn't holding any sea elf prisoners down here, so they must be elsewhere in the castle. One of the old towers, perhaps.
I'll stay with Nerea while you clear the way. We'll join you in the courtyard. We need to find the shrine Nerea mentioned. We must retrieve the Eldertide seed before the Dreadsails find it.
I saw an Ornog eat a whole crab the other day. Such a good boy.
Mercenary, up here! Captain Aldous entered the next courtyard. I leave her to you. With me, Gilded Blades. Time to make Sea Lord Nalos pay!
The door to the shrine is hidden in the...
I've no wish to find Siravain's blade in my back. The seed must be here somewhere. I expected more, mainlander. Once I deal with you, I'll bring the druid.
Take the seed, mainlander. We can avoid the Dreadsails by using the back exit.
Take the seed to Bastir. It will be safe there. Look out! Behind us!
Calm yourself. I am Captain Siravain of the Gilded Blades. Sea Lord Nalos escaped me, curse his eyes. I learned two things you should know. The Firesong also seek the Stone Lore relic, and Nalos plans to attack Bastir soon.
I appreciate the warning. Let's continue this outside.